Good morning, mathematicians. Today is Wednesday, April 29th, 2020. Today we will be learning how to compare shapes. Our lesson objective is, I can compare shapes by using defining attributes versus non-defining attributes, and build and draw shapes to possess defining attributes. Let's get started with our warm-up. I am thinking of a number. The number is between 40 and 50. It has the same number of tens and ones. What number is it? All right, mathematicians, what number was I thinking about? Yes, the number is 44. It is between 40 and 50, and it has the same number of tens and ones. Awesome job. Today we will investigate how can we compare two-dimensional shapes. We've learned that there's different types or kinds of shapes. We have the triangle, the trapezoid, the square, the rhombus, so many different kinds of shapes. How can we compare them using what we've learned so far? Think about it. What have we learned? We've learned about sides and about vertices. Do you think we can use these two attributes to compare the shapes? Definitely, right? We can sort them. And there's tons of different ways we can do that. We could do it based on the number of sides and based on the number of vertices. We can do it based on size, shape, color. So as we explore, keep that in mind. Remember, our focus is to find ways to compare two-dimensional shapes. Let's watch this video to learn a little bit more.
Compare two-dimensional shapes. How are these shapes different? A triangle and a square are different because a triangle has 3 sides and 3 vertices, and a square has 4 sides and 4 vertices. How are these shapes alike? A rectangle and a trapezoid are alike because both figures have 4 sides and 4 vertices. And their sides are not all the same lengths.
Thinking about what we just heard in the video and how they compared and contrast the shapes, let's see if we could figure out how we can help Elena. So Elena draws the following shapes on the board. Circle each shape with 4 vertices. Draw an X on each shape with 3 sides, and underline each shape that has no sides or vertices. Okay, so look at the shapes carefully and look at each description that they're asking us to find. They ask to draw an X on the shapes with 3 sides. Can you go ahead and point to the shape that has 3 sides? Yes, that would be the triangle. Now look carefully at the remaining shapes. Which shapes would we circle if we're looking for the ones with 4 vertices? Remember, vertices is another way to say corners. Which shapes, not just 2, but which shapes have 4 vertices? Yes, that would be the square and the rectangle. And last, they're asking us to underline each shape that has no sides or vertices. We learned about this shape yesterday. What shape is that? Yes, the circle. Excellent job, mathematicians. Remember, we are learning that we can compare and sort two-dimensional shapes based on their sides and their vertices. The example on the left side of the screen says, circle the shapes that have straight lines or straight sides. That would be the triangle and the rectangle. On the other side, it says to circle the shapes with more than 3 vertices, more than 3 corners. That would be the square and the rectangle. Why didn't they circle the triangle? Yes, because it says to circle shapes with more than 3 vertices. The triangle has 3, not more than 3. Excellent job, mathematicians. All right, boys and girls, on page 654 in your math book, you will find these 2 problems. The direction is to circle the shapes described. Let's look at problem number 1. It is asking us to circle the shapes with 4 straight sides. Take a look at the pictures and decide which of the shapes have 4 straight sides. Go ahead. I'll give you 15 seconds to decide. Let's check your answers for number 1. The square has 4 straight sides. The rhombus has 4 straight sides. And the rectangle has 4 straight sides. Now let's look at problem number 2. It is asking us to circle shapes with 3 vertices. Go ahead and look at the shapes carefully and decide which shapes have 3 vertices. Let's check your work, mathematicians. Yes, the purple triangle has 3 vertices. The yellow triangle has 3 vertices. And the blue triangle has 3 vertices. Now look at problems 3 and 4. I am going to give you 30 seconds to solve. So problem number 3 says to circle the shapes with 4 sides the same length. For problem number 4, you are circling the shapes with 3 sides and 3 vertices. Ready? Go ahead and solve. And stop. Let's go ahead and check your work. So for number 3, we are circling all the shapes with 4 sides the same length. That would be the purple square and the orange square. For number 4, the shapes with 3 sides and 3 vertices would be the yellow triangle and the orange triangle. Go ahead and check your work. Let's think. How do you compare 2-dimensional shapes? What have we been doing to compare the shapes? Yes, we can compare shapes by looking at their vertices and their sides. You can also see how are they alike. Do they have the same number of vertices? Do they have the same number of sides? And you could also think about how are they different, right? All right, mathematicians, turn to page 656 in your math book. At the very bottom, where it says hot problem, let's go ahead and read it. It says, circle all of the same type of shapes, explain. There are 5 different shapes on the screen. Which one would you circle because they are the same type of shape? Which ones would you circle because they are the same type of shape? Think about it. Okay, now in your own words, tell me why would you circle those shapes? Okay, remember you don't have to write exactly what I write. Just check to see if it's something similar. I wrote, I circled all the triangles because they all have 3 sides. I could also say that I've circled all the triangles because they all have 3 vertices. All right, mathematicians? So today on your own, you will finish all of the problems from pages 653 to 660. When you are done, go ahead and send me a message letting me know. Have an awesome day. See you soon. Bye-bye.